This is the trade review for what is it? Thursday the 30th of May 2024. And today I was looking at Tesla. You look on the daily that we were starting to break out of this consolidation area, and we had a lot of room to run to the top side, and but also there was a possibility for us to get back inside yesterday's range, but the day ended up closing on a doji. So I was looking at the pre-market, and we had already kind of broken out from R4. So I was looking for a breakout to the top side from R4, or for a fall from into yesterday's range and a sell-off and a traverse to the downside if we were gonna fall back into the daily range. But we actually had a kind of like an open auction period here. It ended up breaking out to the top side. I couldn't really time it or figure out the entry long, so I decided to wait. And around R6, we started to show some weakness, but my misreading of the situation was that the weakness was happening in decreased volume. So we had a bit of a doji here, which was a fairly good entry, but the low volume was a bit of a letdown. I will say I respect the rules in that sense, but yeah, I have to be a little bit smarter with everything. And as you can see here, we actually ran to the monthly R3, not the monthly R3, to the floor pivots R3 level. And we formed nice tweezers here, and we had reaction twice, two heavy hammers. And I should have made an entry at around 182 for a traverse to the downside. And this was actually the biggest move. Market structure actually ended up being a neutral day. So it was a mistake of mine to not pull the trigger here. I was observing what was happening at 182.50. I knew that we had stacks at 183. Those were the last stacks, but we kind of ran out of steam. And because of what happened to me here, where I tried to make an entry short on a signal, but with still some stacks to the top side, I kind of hesitated. A big mistake. As you can see, this run was beautiful. Back into the yesterday's value, and this is where we experienced some sort of reversal. We had nice hammers, nice buying pressure here, and that ended up being the other run to the top side against the pivots. So it is a good thing that I'm now mainly focused on the ranges and value, previous day close, those important levels, pre-market high, pre-market low, rather than the camarilla as a principle, because this happens. You trade against the direction of the camarilla pivots. So it was a neutral day. We ended up running back to the top side to 180, and then close above R4, but the daily on a doji. And so a bit disappointing performance. I did execute a good trade, and I need to regain that confidence. I had an excellent pre-market prep, good execution, and good patience. I just hesitated on the other opportunity. That was the A setup, A plus setup. I executed 100% to one trade. It was right, -1 R. And I'll accept this loss. It's a good loss. But I should have pulled the trigger on that trade. This was an R6 reversal. So on the strategy 3, this is an R6 F trade. It was executed well, but book was bullish. So that explains why I failed, resulted in a loss, -1 R. Stats F, yes, loss, -1 R. And that's it for my trading review. I've struggled a lot. I have executed good trades, but they're still not full of confidence. So I need to work on that. The discipline, especially after a first loss. Yeah, it's been a bit tough, but we're in on live account. I'm gonna write it to develop that resilience. So that's